Live in the Salon with Benita and Rita. Welcome. Get a glass of wine and get comfortable. You will be empowered, inspired, and will definitely have a little fun. Hey, you may even learn something new. In the Salon, we host community conversations, so all voices are appreciated. We hope you will enjoy the show. Cheers. Hi, welcome to Live in the Salon with Benita and Rita. I'm Benita.
And I am Rita.
Happy New Year. This is our first show.
Yeah.
We took the vacation, but we extended ours a little bit. So thank you for tuning in.
That's what we do.
We needed more rest. So thanks for tuning in. We're happy to be back here at the Culture Mix Studios. You can tell the space looks a little different. We've expanded and we moved upstairs. They took us out the basement, Rita.
We're moving on up, you know. But we also want you to know that we really want you to suggest to other people that they listen. Because, you know, we have an amazing year planned. We had an amazing year last year, but that was our beginning.
Yes.
But this year we're kicking it off, and we've got some good topics, and we just want you to listen, and we want you to write in and let us know.
And we have amazing guests.
Yes.
So today, if you're from Richmond, if you're from anywhere around Richmond, if you can spell Richmond, I know you know this man. I am so honored to have Preston Brown,
Woo-hoo!
Famous Brown, is in the house.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Thanks so much
and I'm
for
glad
joining
this is your
us.
first show for the year.
It is. Hey, we couldn't have started it with anybody better.
Good.
So I don't know if I told you this before, but when I was a young girl, I remember you. I used to spend a whole lot of time at the beauty hut because my aunt was one of the owners.
Right.
And so you used to come in there. So I've been knowing you for a long time. We go way back.
I used to wear my hair real pretty.
Yeah, and you used to come to the salon and get it done.
I get that. I get that.
That's more natural.
Yeah.
So, Preston, you have done everything. And we're going to get into that.
I've done a lot.
You've done a lot. It's probably a shorter list of what you haven't done, but we're going to get into that. So tell us about you. Are you from Richmond? I never know.
Well, I was born in Richmond. But
Okay.
Back then everybody was born in Richmond because you went to, where was it, St. Philip's Hospital,
Yes,
where
St.
all the
Philip's.
blacks were born.
Yep.
But I was from Sandston, a little place called Seven Pines.
Yeah.
And I'm back there now.
Okay.
You?
Yeah.
Well, you're back home. I'm familiar with Seven Pines.
Yeah. Williamsburg.
Williamsburg Road. I moved back to my parents' house
Oh,
Okay.
that's good.
after they passed
Okay. All right.
to keep it in the family.
All right.
How does that feel?
Well,
Have you made changes? This is an aside, but have you made changes?
yeah, I put a bar and everything in. My mama used to go to church every Sunday. I put a bar in the house. I don't drink.
I was going to say, I didn't think you drank.
I just started drinking when I started seeing your wine stuff. So I tried some
That's
wine.
what she does.
Okay. Don't blame me.
One of my doctors said, "Oh, it's good. A glass of wine, a day or every other day, be good for you."
Okay.
And I kept thinking about you and your wine tasting.
Oh,
that was
So
I appreciate that.
yeah, that was good.
So I think when we fast forward from when I was a little girl, we first got connected at WCLM. So tell us about your radio journey.
Well, I had two radio stations. I had
Okay.
a radio station in Hopewell, and I had WCLM.
Okay.
WCLM, I had a partner. But when I wanted to get into radio, I couldn't get a job in radio.
Okay.
You know,
Why?
Well, a lot of it's favoritism.
Okay.
If you got a buddy that's in radio, he can get you in radio.
Okay.
But outside of that, what I did, I went to WFTH,
I remember that.
Reverend Johnson,
Yeah,
Okay.
in the
Bishop
gospel.
Willis owned it, and I bought me a 15-minute radio broadcast.
All right.
And I was Brother Brown, and I would sell success ideas on the radio on Sundays. I had a 15-minute broadcast, and I learned to work the equipment. And when you're around, you got to be. If something you want, you got to be around it.
Right.
So I was around it, and I learned stuff. And I knew that whenever Reverend Johnson, Jack Johnson, was on the radio, somebody didn't show up for work.
Okay.
So one day I was at work and I heard Reverend Johnson on the radio. I said, "Oh, somebody ain't on So I got in the car and I went over and I said, well, I'm here to pay my bill.
Okay.
Sunday.
All right.
So he would take the money and then he would say, oh, somebody didn't show up or somebody's sick, blah, blah, okay. So I would keep it on the radio all the time. So this particular day, I heard Reverend Johnson again. So I jumped in the car and he was on Brook Road. I'm in Southside.
Okay.
So I went over to the radio station. He said, what you doing here? I said, oh, I had a few extra dollars. I thought I'd come in here and pay.
Gonna pay again.
Pay again. He said, you know how to work this equipment in here, don't you? I said, yes, sir. He said, well, I got something to do. And I'm kind of stuck here. Can you just play some music? He said, you know how to read a log? I said, sure.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was learning radio.
Okay.
And I learned radio because that's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So he gave me the log. He said, well, at this particular time, you play this commercial.
Okay.
You know, he was explaining it to me. And just play some music. He said, you don't have to say nothing. So soon, Reverend Johnson
What
ran
did he
in.
say that?
As soon as he left out the door.
I jumped on the radio. I said, this is Brother Brown getting down with the best in gospel sounds right here on 1590 AM. So and I was wearing it out. Called my mom. I said, look, turn the radio on. I'm going to be on the radio. She said, what you doing now, boy? Got her listening. I started calling people all over the place. Phone started ringing. And I'm calling, doing dedications and stuff. And Jack Johnson called me, Reverend Johnson. He called me. He said, didn't I tell you not to say that? I said, yes, sir, you did. He said, but you sound good. He said, can you come back tomorrow?
All right there.
And that's how I got my first job in radio.
Oh, wow.
Just being there. And I stayed there for a while.
That's a message for success.
That is.
Just being there.
Just
Right,
be
just
there.
being there.
Show up.
Yeah, show up.
But, you know, not just with radio, but a lot of things in life, people get jealous. And
No, they don't.
Y'all gonna learn something today.
All right. Hey.
So we had my job was the weekend. And what I did, I got the community involved in the show. The show wasn't all about me. You know, I would do birthday dedications, and I would send word out to the policemen, the nurses. I speak to everybody.
Okay.
That was good.
So people got comfortable with me being on the radio.
Right.
So they would call sometime during the week to find out when I'm gonna be back on the radio.
Okay.
So you know that put jealousy in other radio announcers.
The other, yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes when you get in positions like that, you got ego. See, a lot of folks can't take titles and positions and power. They go to the head.
Yeah.
They get big ego.
Yeah.
So
And they blame the person who's doing good instead of doing something
Yeah.
for themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Showing up.
Showing up.
So the program director had to do something one day. He called and asked me to work for him. I said, okay. So I came in to work, and I was playing music. And he called me up. He said, you playing too much local music. I said, huh? I thought you had something to do. You seem
Right.
like listening to me
Yeah,
on the
really.
radio.
Go do what you got to do.
He said, well, we don't do that here. He said, play the national groups and stuff. I said, okay, can I do requests? He said, yeah, you can do some requests. So my first request was Maggie Ingram and Ingram Net. So hit the phone call again. Didn't I tell you not to play no local music? I said, yeah.
But it was a request.
I said, that's a request. Well, don't do no local requests.
Get out of
Oh,
here.
really?
Come on.
See, if you've been around Richmond for a while, you will notice that Richmond radio stations never supported local groups like talking about. The only groups back then, gospel groups, that they really supported was the Harmonizing Four, because they went national.
Right.
And they supported Maggie Ingram a little bit. But nobody else around town could get their music played. Until
And why is that?
I don't know. I could never figure that out. And then
Because, people always say, I'm around artists as you are. And people always say you have to leave home to become
Yeah.
famous. And that makes no sense.
Yeah.
It
Because
don't.
home should take care of you
Because,
first.
but home, that's where the jealousy comes in. Because I saw you when you were growing up. I was with you too. You there, I'm
Yeah.
here. That don't make no sense.
makes no
So I'm
sense.
going to be mad at you.
So the first thing when I got in power with radio, the first thing I did was create Richmond's own.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
So we would have shows with nothing but Richmond music.
Mm-hmm.
Central Virginia. If you're anywhere from close by, Peter, I played everybody's music.
Mm-hmm.
And I never could figure it out.
Yeah.
They never would support their own.
And sometimes it's still a little bit that way. My daughter had a song out a couple years ago, maybe, and everybody was so excited for her that 106.5 put it in the rotation because they just, just don't embrace. There's so many talented people around here, but as you say, you almost got to be a marquee name before they put you on. But through you, I got to meet like some of the people that I heard on the radio coming up, Chocolate Chip.
Right.
I never met him until 10 years ago. Maybe.
I brought everybody.
Yeah, you did. El Bravador.
Gave everybody a shot. And that's, I guess it's rare because, sometime in our race, I got mine, you get yours.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's that way.
Yeah, with some people.
And that destroyed Black Richmond. And a lot of folks don't look at it like I do. I look on both sides.
Yeah.
Because anytime you got Black power and no green power, you in trouble.
Amen.
And they integrated everything in Richmond but the money and the power, the real power.
You're preaching today.
And
You preaching
anytime
today.
you got Black leadership from 1977 until for 30, 40 years, and they never put nothing in place for Black people, something ain't right. And Chuck Richardson told me, we got in a heated discussion, he told me, he said, well, even though we had majority at city council and Black mayor, the white folks still call the shots.
But
And
I think
told
that's
him, I said,
everywhere.
that's your
That's
fault.
everywhere. That's everywhere. It really is. I mean, it's everywhere.
Right.
I mean, like they said in South Africa, they got their freedom and they had people who could vote, but the minority had the money.
Right.
So we have to work on that. But I do think that there are political figures who come in and all they want to do is be recognized at luncheons and breakfasts and whatever. But at the end of the day, I think that we've done a lot of cool things. So what are some of the other cool things that you've done?
Well, I was going down to the General Assembly when I was fighting for the casino.
Okay.
And what I saw is our Black leaders didn't speak up.
Mm-hmm.
And they're cowards.
Mm.
And they'll sit like this.
So did they not want the casino, or they said they wanted it but wouldn't fight for it? How you feel about that?
They didn't want a Black person.
To have the casino.
I don't agree with that. I don't.
Well,
we voted for it twice and it didn't happen. I mean,
let me tell you the real. See, I work with Miss Kathy Hughes.
Well, wait a minute. Are we going to go there? Do we have time to go there?
Nah, we probably should go ahead and take a break now because I think we got about a minute.
Yeah.
But hold that thought.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change your attitude.
I do want to hear that. So we're gonna be right back with Live in the Salon with Benita and Rita. And we're back with Live in the Salon with Benita and Rita. So we are here with Preston Brown, Famous Brown, and
Famous Brown.
Famous Brown. Everybody know him. So
That's my food.
oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the restaurant business too. You had that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start talking a little bit about your experience and how you were working to get the casino. Just a few minutes, just to give people a refresher what happened, because a casino was coming now in Petersburg. But I would, like a lot of folks, I would have liked to have seen it in Richmond.
Yeah. But let me lay a little foundation.
Okay.
The Virginia Assembly, General Assembly, voted that they wanted a casino in Virginia. They voted they wanted 5.
That's right.
Okay. 4 had no issues.
That's right.
The only one that became a debate was the one that had a Black company that was going to design it and build it. You got Briscoe, Norfolk, Portsmouth, Danville, no issue. Even when it voted it down in Richmond and went to Petersburg, no issue.
Yeah, walk right on there.
Nobody saying nothing. One of the things that they debated was that the casino will harm the black community. Okay? If the casino had to depend on money coming from the black community to operate, they would go bankrupt the first hour
Absolutely.
because we don't have that kind of liquid cash
That
to
we
go
can
to
keep
casino.
doing that.
And I've been going to casinos all my life. And when I walk into a casino, I see foreigners, whites,
Yeah.
and very few blacks gambling because we don't have that kind of cash to invest. Gambling to us been the lottery where we
Yeah.
could pay 50 cents
Yeah.
and win 500. That's how we
For the
saw our
most part.
gambling. But the big gambling is when they go in there and lose 100,000, 200,000, $1 million.
Well,
in the
I never
casino.
felt like putting it around the corner was going to make you any more likely to gamble because
Right.
people drive all the time to MGM. I mean, at National Harbor.
Right.
You know, people drive to these other places, Danville, and everywhere they want to go.
Right.
Think back when you were growing up and I was growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Our church used to have
bus trips.
shopping. They call it shopping.
Right, right,
To Atlantic City.
right.
And I ain't seen none of my Diggins, my ushers, or nobody else shopping. Everybody was on the slot machine. So it wasn't a big thing for us because it was a adventure, a great thing to be able to travel
Yeah.
and
To go
to.
somewhere and
yeah.
do something.
But let me break down the casino in Richmond. In Richmond, it was going to be more than just a casino.
It was.
They were going to build a sound stage.
Yeah, I
That
was
is-
looking forward to that because
Yeah.
we don't have a good place for concerts here.
No, that was the event hall.
Oh, okay, okay.
The sound stage was for to make movies.
Oh,
Now, Urban One has TV One, and a lot of the commercials and movies and stuff I made down with Tyler Perry. Yeah, they were planning on bringing that production to Richmond so they could produce the movies and commercials and
and do more
everything
movies here.
right here.
So I think most of us knew that. I just heard you when you said that the black General Assembly people said no.
Oh,
And
no,
I-
no.
That's what I thought I heard you say.
He didn't say that.
Okay. What did you say?
I said I saw a lot of black people at the General Assembly just doing this when I was down there speaking on the behalf.
Right.
So they wouldn't say anything. They wouldn't speak up.
Right.
Right.
And what I did,
These are the Assembly people?
yeah, the ones we voted for.
Right.
Now, what
That's what I'm disagreeing with, though, because that's what you're saying, that they didn't, and I don't believe
they
that's
spoke.
what happened.
Everybody's, even everybody said they want it.
Yeah,
But it's a difference in saying I want it.
it's
And
also
campaign
it's
for it.
also different when you're in Richmond and the white folks had to vote because they didn't want it. I mean, everybody I know voted for it, you know, and we didn't lose by a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, yeah,
We lost by more the second time. Didn't
Well,
we? Wasn't a larger gap?
yeah. It
The
was a little
second
bit.
time.
It was
Yeah.
a larger gap.
All right. Now let me tell you about No Means No. Are you familiar with the organization said No Means No?
No.
That was the organization that was formed to fight against the casino.
Okay.
And the person who's the president was also a member of the Richmond Crusade. Okay? He would go to the crusade and get all the information and carry it back.
To the
To white
so the
folk.
no means no.
No means no person was white.
Okay.
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 And I know y'all don't like to call names.
I know
but
who
I'll
it
call
is.
him
I
if
know
you
who it
want me
is.
to.
I don't want
know,
no name.
I know who it is.
Okay, it's a white man that approached Urban One, Radio One, about being the campaign manager for the casino. And he also, okay, I'm telling you, he also wanted a talk show to help promote the casino. And when they didn't agree with him,
They being
The
Radio One.
The radio
Okay.
people.
all right, when Radio Miss Hughes didn't want him to be the campaign manager, 'cause
Okay.
she got who she wanted.
okay.
She didn't want to give him a talk show. Then he turned against the casino. And he formed No Means No,
Wow.
to fight against the casino. U-Crops put up $100,000. Some of the
To the
same,
no means no.
right. Not only that, they had a banner that they made and flew an airplane around the sky saying no means no. And after the election was over, they donated the banner to the Valentine Museum. You follow what I'm saying? These are racist moves that should have never happened. They took up a bunch of signs, pulled them up where they had put out for the casino, pile them up, and carry them and dump them in Miss Hughes' front yard.
Wow.
Where does
That's
she live?
ugly. She was living in
rent-
Chester.
No,
I'm sorry.
her first house is in Chester.
Okay.
And she said, well, they're saying I don't even live in Richmond. I said, most of these companies in town are owned by somebody out of Richmond. So she rented a house on Overbrook Road, the third house from the corner. Matter of fact, she rented a house from...
Why would you dump this stuff in somebody's yard?
They did it.
That's so 1960s.
They
You know,
did
the type
it.
of intimidation.
And I'm going to show you some of the posters that they distribute. They had a black man behind a jail cell, saying no means no. They had a black hand, no means no. They did a lot of dirty stuff.
Wow.
When they went after me, I was on 6, 8, and 12. They put me off radio. They put me off TV. The TV show I had, I paid for that. And they put me off.
I put you off your own TV.
My own TV show that I paid for, that I do a disclaimer when I come on. I say all the views and comments, are
Right,
views,
right.
and
Are
they-
yours.
are mine. They put me off. I was on 6, 8, 12 news. I was in the Washington Post. I was in magazines all over the country saying that I made anti-Semitic comments about Jews. Okay? Henrietta Cannon, who was one of my sponsors for my TV show, sent me a letter told me we don't need your services no more. Then he said, why? But I know where it came from. I went to 6 and 8, channel 6 and 8 and 6. I didn't go to 12 because I was on 12. So I didn't want to mess with them,
Yeah.
even though they put me off. And I said, y'all made statements about me and said I couldn't be reached. Here I am. Can I make a statement? And they wouldn't take it. But when they did the news report that said I couldn't be reached for comments, I'm the most reachable man in the land. So what I did, I called Channel 12, because I was on CW Richmond. Been on for 9 years. Paid for it out of my pocket. Ain't cost nobody a dime but me. And I called the general manager, and I said, I didn't like the way y'all did me. He said, well, what did they do? I said, y'all put me off TV. He said, I didn't know it. He said, I don't even know who authorized that. He said, well, what happened? Now I told him, and he listened to the tape he had. He said, I don't see anything wrong with your comment. And put me back on TV.
So they did put you back.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the general manager...
A winner. A winner. A winner.
That was
A winner.
I didn't back down.
A winner.
I never back down.
A
So
winner.
I want to talk about some other stuff that you've done, because you've done so much. I mean, I know the car business, but something that's fun. You've done comedy.
I did. I still do.
Okay.
I
And that's what I want to hear, because you said you had some special moments. What did you call it when you first started on radio? You had sacred moments?
No.
What'd you call it?
I had
Success.
Success ideas.
Success
yeah.
ideas.
I
I
would-
want to hear a couple of those.
I would sell success ideas on the radio for $5.
Okay.
And
So wait, so a person called in?
they would call in or mail a letter in.
Okay. And they
me
send you $5
with their question.
Okay.
And I would give them an answer.
Oh, okay.
And I still been.
He was Chat GPT before Chat came out.
When I used to I wrestled professionally.
Of course you did.
Back in the 80s, I was a professional wrestler. And what happened, how I got into professional wrestling, I was in a play with Shirley Caesar.
Okay.
And I played the part of a pimp. I played it so hard, they thought I was a pimp.
Ooh. So you knew how to do that, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. With the cross around your neck, you was a pimp.
That's right.
This wrestler was at the show. And he said, man, I like your style and you could be my manager. Let me introduce you to our promoters and get you in our training school. So I went up to Roanoke, Virginia, because they had a training school in Roanoke, up there where Tony Atlas, a lot of wrestling fans know who Tony Atlas was. He was USA, Mr. USA, muscles everywhere, black dude.
Yeah, I remember.
So I went up to Roanoke to a wrestling match. So when I got there, they introduced me to the promoter, and he was explaining how much I had to pay to come to the training and blah, blah, blah. I told him I didn't need no training.
You just put on the suit and start wrestling.
No. They brought me up to be a wrestling manager.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I was fly. I was dressed up, fur coat, pimp hat, 10 rings on my fingers.
I've seen the pictures.
And when I walked in the dressing room with the wrestler, every wrestler in there turned around. Who is this guy? So the promoters looked at me and listened to what I was saying. He said, well, you think you're that good? I'm going to put you out there tonight.
Made sense to me.
So I never paid a dime to go to school. Everybody else had to pay. I went out there, I tore the place up. And then they put me in the TV tape. Every other week I had to go to Roanoke for TV taping up there in Roanoke. And how I got into the wrestling part, one night we were at one of the arenas to wrestle, and they were a short one wrestler.
So you were there. That's kind of like the radio station.
Showing up.
You were there when they
Just
needed
showing up.
somebody.
They were short, and I told them I can get in there. And I got in the ring and tore it up.
You've been doing a lot of towing
You've
up
been
your
tearing
life.
up.
You've been doing a lot of towing
Tearing
up.
So listen, we got to take our last break. But this is fun. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back with Live in Salon with Benita and Rita. And we're back with Live in the Salon with Benita and Rita and our guests.
And they're
Preston
just
Brown.
gonna, you guys are going to have to look at the behind the scenes stuff because we're having good
Yeah, we're
conversation
having fun.
while y'all are
We're
watching
having a good
something
time.
else. So yeah.
So I know that there is a movie coming out about you.
Right.
And I know it's so much that we didn't even get into because we only have 45 minutes of things that you've done. So tell us about this movie. It's a documentary?
It's a documentary. Let me tell you how it happened.
Okay.
A young man named Marcus Smith got a spot in a film festival. So once he got the spot in the film festival, he had no film.
Now see, we tend to do that too, but we make it happen.
Like
we
you
start there.
sandwich, you
We
got no
start-
bread.
So he got lucky to get a spot down in Atlanta
Okay.
for a film festival.
Okay.
So he's trying to debate and figure out what kind of film to make.
Okay.
And for some reason, he thought about me.
Well, that was good.
And when he came to me with the idea of doing it, I said, well, why you pick me? He said, because you the only person I know that did everything. I said, I ain't did everything. I ain't did much. I only did what I enjoy doing.
Okay.
He said, yeah, but he said, but look, I don't know nobody who used to be a wrestler. You're a comedian. You can have a car lot. You sing. You dance.
You're a
you have
restaurateur.
convenience stores, radio stations.
Yeah, I didn't bring
on
up the
TV.
James Brown stuff, but anyway.
So I said, well, you know what? That's a good idea. But I'm not spending no money. So, well, to make a long story short, he ain't had no money. So I kind of took
So you had to
I
contribute.
I took it over.
Sure.
And I'm gonna still let him get credit for most of it because he still do help me, but I'm gonna change into a direction that I want to carry.
So who's playing you?
Me.
Is it done? The filming is
So
done?
you're acting in a movie about you.
Well, it's more of a documentary than a movie.
Right. Oh.
But,
Oh.
but a lot of scenes that he got me just like you got me now, sitting in a chair, and they'll ask me a question, and then we'll show a film
Okay.
about it.
So when's it coming out?
I wanted to do it for Black History Month.
So you got 12 days.
Because you got
Yeah,
that
but I'm
Black
not gonna do it
History.
now. I'm
Okay.
carried to March, around my birthday. The first showing is gonna be at the Henrico Theater.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, the date that I tried to lock down was the 21st, but they haven't confirmed the date with me yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go down there Monday because he told me he's gonna send me an email and he didn't.
So you're gonna show up.
So I'm going down there and get it confirmed because I have to buy event policy, a $2 million policy, and some other stuff you have to do. And I don't want to wait till the last minute
I
Right.
don't blame you.
because I want to have enough time to promote it and advertise it and get it out. And in the meantime, since Thanksgiving, I wrote 15 books. And
Since Thanksgiving.
since Thanksgiving, I wrote 15 books that are published and on Amazon right as we speak.
Y'all get those books.
And I finished one this morning before I came here. Cause somebody gave
So
me.
you rest.
Yeah.
So what are the books?
What I did, I took a lot of stuff that was in the movie and turned it into books.
Okay.
24 pages is considered a book.
Okay.
Anything under that, you make
It's
a
a
Kindle.
pamphlet.
It's a pamphlet.
Okay.
Well,
It's a
they
pamphlet.
call it a Kindle. You pay and you can download it right there on the spot.
Okay. Okay.
So some of the things that I was saying in the movie, I turned into a book.
Like what?
I don't know if I want to tell y'all. Well, it's
tell us
on
one
Amazon.
thing.
The one I finished today. I did a series on relationship between men and women.
Okay.
I'm not an expert in it, but I had enough wives to talk about it.
Okay.
All right.
So
Oh, should we cut?
Practice
Look,
makes
should we
perfect.
cut?
Practice makes perfect.
So how many wives have you had?
I had 6,
Oh, Lord.
and I'm gonna get married again.
Are you? Do
Yeah.
you know her?
Not yet.
Okay.
But 7 is the number of completion.
Okay.
So
So you are going to go for 7.
Okay.
I'm going for
We ain't
7.
staying with
my
6.
mother's husband, he's my mom's number 7, so maybe this is it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And it's working?
7
I
is
think it's
number of
working,
completion.
huh?
They still there. That's how like that's all I
Biblically,
know.
is the number of completion.
Okay.
But not necessarily for wives.
Yeah,
Okay.
it can
7
be.
is good.
But I wrote a book.
Jeez. I bet a merman born in July. That's only 7 I'm getting.
That's 7. But the book that I finished this morning before I came, and I downloaded onto Amazon before I left, is I was talking to a lady, a married lady, about some issues and stuff that she's having in her marriage and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm telling her, you don't need to be telling me what's going on in your marriage.
Right.
And I wrote a book, and the name of the book is called Close Your Mouth or Your Legs. And I break down why.
Okay.
I think you should do both.
Well,
If we talking.
All
well,
right.
well when you sharing stuff with your girlfriend, your best friend and stuff, that's, and then she gonna put her 2 cents in. While you thinking about getting together, she telling you to get away.
Right. Yeah,
So-
sometimes
So,
the background noise is damaging to the
so
relationship.
this is a real good book.
Okay.
And it's only 24 pages.
I gotta
And
get
you can
that.
get it on Kindle right now for $2.99.
Okay.
But
I got
it,
$2.99 on
it breaks
Amazon.
it breaks everything down on what to look for and what not to do
Okay.
in a relationship.
Okay.
I wrote a book called Opening the Door to Your Life. Because sometimes you got to close a door
Oh, no question.
to get in the next one.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That's always, you don't look back. So you always got to close that door.
Right.
So what about your comedy piece? What can you tell? Give us a routine or a little bit of something. Are you still doing comedy?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So you don't have to dig back into the stacks. You got something.
Look, I don't even have to. Sometimes I don't have to dig because I look at people.
Yeah.
And I look at life.
Yeah,
And it's funny.
you're right.
And I don't. Sometimes I don't have to write. But what I got a standing ovation. Matter of fact, let me say this. I got into a comedy competition in Newport News at a club called Cosby Comedy Club. They had 21 comedians on that show that night. I beat them all.
All right now.
Because that's what you do.
I'm a winner. But at that time, I had broke up with my sixth wife.
Wait a minute, we don't have a sixth wife yet.
No, he has
rid of
six.
her.
Oh, we got rid of the sixth wife?
Yeah, the next one, he got to get 7.
I gotta get one more.
One more.
Number 7.
Oh, I'm gonna put
Ladies,
something
y'all
going.
hit
If
us
you
up on the
see, if you
email.
see this man, run, Forrest,
We're
run,
we're gonna audition wives.
run, Forrest, run
We're
if you see
audition
him.
these wives.
No, because through the years of all the marriages and dates and all that stuff, I go in with good intentions, and they make me a sugar daddy.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
How they make you a sugar daddy?
Because I have no problem if I'm with someone. I have no problem taking care,
Okay.
paying all the bills, do everything. They ain't no but a sugar daddy.
Okay.
But sometimes you can get spoiled when you get too much
Okay.
of something good. And
Okay. Too much sugar.
So, do you
Big
prefer
diabetes.
being a sugar daddy to a husband?
No, I wanted to be a husband. I ain't want to be no sugar daddy. I spent $1 million.
Well, what happened? What happened?
I spent $1 million on my wives.
So when you said they get spoiled,
Yeah.
because you've done these things, and then there's no reciprocity, like you're not
Well-
getting anything back.
Well, no. See, my thing is, if I'm with you, we got to be a team.
Okay.
You got to have loyalty, and I got to know you got my back.
Right.
And I tell any woman I date or marry, when you come in the house, you leave that gossip, what you heard at the doorstep. Don't bring it in the house. If it's something you want to know, you ask me, because I'm going to tell you that you might not like what you hear.
So you're the 6 that you've had so far didn't exhibit loyalty.
They exhibit until they started hanging around certain people. That's why you got to keep certain people out your life. You got to be around positive people. Because negative and positive don't work
I
together.
understand,
Right.
but you're saying that when you married them, they was around positive people,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they married you, and then they went to negative.
No. A
Okay.
comedian said one time,
Uh-huh.
when you meet someone,
Uh-huh.
you meet their representative.
Uh-huh.
You don't
That's
meet
true.
the real person.
Exactly, of course,
Because everybody putting on a show,
exactly,
putting on an act.
exactly.
And then when you got to sleep with this person and wake up every morning and go to
Yeah,
sleep every
yeah.
night, that real side.
So that means you're supposed to do all of your homework before you say I do.
Yeah, I did my homework.
But
they
people are actresses.
Oh,
and
yeah.
actors,
And
they can
actors,
carry
too, yeah.
it. Yeah, they can carry it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
So it's you have to. In one of my books, I did a chapter and I called it "The Shopping Cart of Dating," because people go to the grocery store, they got a whole list. They walk in the door, know everything they want, but when you start dating, you don't know what
We
you
don't
want.
know.
So we have to know what we want.
I
and
know.
Get what we deserve.
I know,
I'm
and we'll
sorry.
get what we deserve. I need a joke, please, before we go. I guess a joke or something.
Well, mine is basically the storyline.
Okay. Do we have time for a story? Okay.
Okay.
Good.
I went in this bar one night,
Mm-hmm.
and this pretty woman was winking at me and stuff. So I invited her over.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, she walked up and she said, "You looking for a date?" I said, "Sure, I'm looking for a date. Have a seat. Tell me something about yourself." She said, "I'm $50 and I take credit cards."
Oh.
Ooh.
I had found me a lady the other night.
Mm-hmm.
But when I thought about it, that wasn't such a bad idea. Because when I was with my ex-wife, we only had sex every 6 months if she was in the mood.
Mm-hmm.
Here,
Mm-hmm.
so we went on up to stay to the room. Soon we walked around, she started taking her clothes off. I said, wow. When I was with my old ex-wife, it was like, let's make a deal. I need new hairdo. I need weaves. I need new shoes. It was like, let's make a deal. You
Okay.
do me first.
Mm-hmm.
So, this part I can't say on this TV show. I'm sorry. The rest of it, I got to keep it clean, so I can't do it on here.
Okay.
Let me go to my brother, the family. My brother's a minister,
Uh-huh.
and I just did that at his church. I was telling him how he found the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Our parents were strict.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get time out. We got belt time.
Mm-hmm.
All right
We
now.
bust out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's wrong with kids today.
Mm-hmm.
The parents are too easy on them. So my mother used to beat us. And that's when I learned how to do the James Brown.
All right.
She always go out her leg. And
Mm-hmm.
one day, she hit me across the back with the belt, but accidentally had the belt backwards and hit me with the buckle.
Mm-hmm.
I learned how to do the soul training.
All right. All right. Okay.
Oh, you need to come to one of my shows.
Yeah, she does.
My brother, who was faster than me, used to run from the belt all the time. So parents will tell you, I ain't gonna forget. So one Thanksgiving, he did something, she wanted to beat him, he ran. So she said, that's all right, I ain't gonna run behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think I'm gonna
You
forget.
got to come back.
Yeah, you had to come back. So we went all through Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then when it was summertime, back in July, we were out in the yard playing. It was real hot. So we took our shirts off, we ran around the yard playing. So he wanted to go in the house and get some cold water out of the refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she remembered. So he in the refrigerator, bending over to get into water, and she tipped in with the belt. So he was stuck between the refrigerator door,
And
her,
her.
and the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And when she smacked him, he said, oh my God. So we knew he was called to preach.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hallelujah.
He said, hallelujah. Then he started talking in tongues.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, he said, ooh, ouch. But the Bible said, you know, you got to have an interpret.
Mm-hmm.
He started interpreting his own tongue.
Did it?
Yeah, she said, what you said? He said, I ain't said nothing. And then, but that's how he found the Lord.
Well,
Well, hallelujah.
that's a good story.
Amen.
That's a good
Y'all.
story.
You got to see me live
We're going to see you live, and we're going to see that movie sometime in March.
sometime.
Hopefully
The 21st.
Hopefully the 21st at the Henrico Theater. Come and check out Preston Brown.
Also,
Famous. Preston Famous.
Famous.
Also
Brown.
on that show will be Stan the Man Hampton.
Okay.
He will be doing a concert. And for those that don't know who he is, he do what he called the Teddy Pendergrass experience
All right. So we get that with the movie.
with the movie.
All right.
And
So y'all don't want to miss it because I know it's going to be good.
I got a comedian that want to come, and I got one other person that want to perform if he's not booked. His name is Sir Jonathan Burton. He was a guitar player and backup singer with the Manhattans for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he records music and performs now, but he's blind. And he performs and record music blind.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a one-man band.
Mhm.
He plays his own instruments and sings.
Okay.
So if he's not booked, I'm going to bring him, Stan the Man, and this comedian if I close the deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If,
So-
if they be real good, I might get up and do something.
All right. That's what we're hoping. So it's been wonderful talking
Yeah, I had a
with you.
good
I
time.
appreciate that you came. So, but we do have to get ready to go. So we appreciate you. We want to thank the Culture Mix Radio Studio. Thank our wonderful producers, Pete and Spain Like the Country. And any parting words? from you,
Yeah,
Miss Rita?
1 o'clock every Sunday. That's when we're on Eastern Standard Time, and you can go look at our YouTube channel because we
Yeah.
put some up on YouTube. We'd love to hear your comments. Love to hear back from you.
Yes. Thank you for tuning in to Live in Salon with Benita and Rita. Until next time.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.